from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With the first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the 2nd round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, you never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 39, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And right with it here over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New England trying to get to place on offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens ready to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now a handoff looking right.
The running back on the option.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 43 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now it's Jennings. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Left side here, caught by Clay. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Patriots 3.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders squaring off against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
22-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, throw left side, complete. It's right.
To number 8.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Uses the stiff arm. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
21-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense back out there. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jackson trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On second down now, Haywood. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
This is Jennings. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Again, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Parks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a second and 14. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
On the play.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
To number 33.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. And defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. First and
well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive with Jennings. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.